You're listening to the Podcast Detroit Network. Visit www.podcastdetroit.com for more information.
Woo, look at that. There we go. There's the music. That means it's time for Animal Talk. Some of the best doggone pet people on the planet here to help you with your pets. Pet professionals of all sorts. Standing by like this guy over here.
Hi, I'm Brian Donovan, and I am a victim of workplace violence.
Why? Oh.
Because of you?
Oh, and the woman throwing things around.
Me, Sam. I can't remember if I locked my car or not. So now I'm thinking about it.
And then pushing our buttons today.
Pushing buttons and in the cage.
In the cage. Matt's in the cage.
You got it.
And my name's Jamie Flanagan, just making sure everybody has a good time. Animal Talk, it's America's Pet Show. Just doing it nationwide, just coast to coast, around the world.
Are these no-name Twizzlers? What are these?
Those are
They are
Izzlers.
Izzlers.
Well, they don't have the little twisty.
They don't have the little twisty.
They're Twizzlers without the twist. Yes.
What are those?
This is bullshit.
For a limited time only. I know, Matt opened them up, and I'm like, what the heck are these? Did you buy, because there's
it's a white bag, and it says in black letters, licorice.
Wait, does
no,
it really?
no.
I didn't know there was government.
I think they were
licorice.
I think they were gifted to us.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's like how you pawn off the bad candy on Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
But today, some important things. Normally, we don't really, because you never know when people are going to listen to the show. But important day today,
It's not Halloween.
No, it's not Halloween.
Not yet.
What's the importance of it?
It's September 17th.
Constitution.
It's halfway to St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, my God.
It is Constitution Day.
Yeah.
But it is halfway to St. Patrick's Day, which is a little closer to my heart. Anyway, I'm just being silly for no apparent reason. But with us today, we're going to have an author, Devin Michael, something that we'll try to pronounce later.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck. Yes. I'm excited to talk to him.
San Giovanni?
Hey, well done.
San
Giovanni?
San Giovanni, I believe.
Yes.
San Giovanni.
San
Yeah.
Giovanni.
There
So
you
Devin
go.
Michael, and he wrote a book about a puppy. So he loves me. He truly loves me.
It's about a kitten, isn't it?
Yes, that's what I said.
Oh, okay.
I got this because this first question here is about a puppy. It's a Super Puppy. So I'm jumping lines here.
Oh.
Yes, Brian was actually doing his research. Someone had to. So we tagged.
I know I didn't.
We tagged Brian in on Mr. Responsible Day. So, but yeah, so we're Devin Michael. We're going to talk to him about his book. He loves me. He truly loves me. That's coming up in just a little bit, and we're going to celebrate St. Patrick's Day because we are
Constitution.
halfway there. And my Constitution is great. Thank you.
I'm celebrating already. All right.
What you drinking, Matt?
Pop.
All right. So it's not quite a medical question, but there's a question here. So my border collie got hurt working. This comes from Super Puppy. The border collie's hurt, possibly sprained an ankle. I don't know if dogs can sprain ankles. Maybe a torn ligament.
Mm-hmm.
And like a true border collie, she tries to keep working and pretending it doesn't hurt. Is there a way I can keep my dog at rest?
A border collie?
while she heals up a little bit.
Oh man,
A border collie.
That's
yes.
a tough one.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's
So
a
is
real
there something you can do as a trainer with behavior to calm a pup down, so she doesn't, do what they're trained and love to do?
Well, first of all, these dogs are very animated all the time, right? They're always running and chasing something. Maybe confine the dog to the house, because then at least she can't get to a full gallop and maybe, re-injure the foot.
They're pretty energetic dogs, aren't they?
Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, they're looking to do something.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
So yeah, I would, does it say anywhere if they've actually took the dog to the vet?
No.
Because I don't even play one on TV. I don't even.
Yeah. But I was just thinking, we might be able to help with that. They wanted to know how can we keep the dog from being, so rambunctious and wanting to run and do all the things they normally do. And I didn't know if we might have a trick for him. But yeah, it's get him to a vet and see how severe it is. Really, if it's severe, they'll splint them up or cast them up, and and then the big cone of shame that'll slow them down.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with you know what. Where are our veterinarians? Where are our vet friends?
We are just
Because the whole feed a cold, starve a fever. It's like, do you walk on something that's hurt, hoping to strengthen it, or do you lay off of it? And dogs don't know these things.
No,
and neither do I.
And neither do we. We're a little lost with that. So,
strike one for Brian.
Yeah,
Can't answer all the questions.
Strike. So Samantha,
Yes.
you were throwing things, and you're all sassy and rambunctious over
I
there.
was
You know what?
sassy.
It's the haircut.
It
Yeah.
is.
You
Yeah.
never threw anything at me before you had that damn
But you
haircut.
didn't.
Huh?
I'm upset. No.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. All good.
Okay. What else is new in your world, Samantha? How are your doggies doing?
Nothing. They're good. They're just lazy, like always. Yeah, nothing. I've just been working, sleeping, and eating all day,
God,
every day.
you're like 19 years old. Well, that's a boring life. You should
Yeah, I work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
come in here every week and say, "Oh my gosh, you guys are not going to believe what
And then
happened last weekend."
That's it. And make
Oh my
something up
God.
to do with,
Yeah,
cheese
I
whiz or a butterfly
Should make something
net
up.
or
But there's nothing to do. Everything's like
bowling pins in a straitjacket. I don't know.
yeah,
butterfly net. Okay, so I was at the bar and I had a butterfly net.
There's nothing to do anymore. So can't really go anywhere or do
Yeah.
anything. So my life is really boring right now, but I'm making that money, so that's okay.
It's all good.
Yeah.
We were having dinner with a friend's daughter,
Mm-hmm.
who's about your age, maybe a little older, and she moved to Nashville just before the COVID thing to get into the music industry and to to work in that biz. And I'm like, hey, how's Nashville? She's like, it sucks. I can't do anything. So it doesn't matter where you are, where you move to, or how exciting the place is. Just kind of
You can't do anything right now yet.
Nothing really to do. And that makes every place boring. That makes every place like Northville, Michigan.
It's really strange because we're getting back to school, right? So I teach high school, and then so we're back to school. But my school district, we were like really ahead of the game, and all our kids had computers, and we had the infrastructure set up. So we're all online. So the kids aren't coming to the building at all yet.
But you do keep the cardboard cutouts in the chair,
The
in the
younger
seats, right?
kids,
In the desks.
The younger kids are though. My brother goes to
right. So
elementary.
they're
there.
starting to bring the
Yeah.
young ones in,
Yeah.
and then in
Once
about
a week.
in about a week and a half, we're going to start bringing some special ed kids in. But the weird thing about it is, it's like they're playing sports. They're playing soccer. They're playing volleyball. If you've seen those volleyball girls just sweating on each other spitting on each other over the net,
Right.
they I think they had to replace the net with a big piece of plexiglass.
Oh,
'Cause,
seriously?
yeah, no.
Oh, I was like, seriously? That's so
Yeah.
wild.
So that's
God.
that's crazy. So, but in like football, I cannot believe that
Yeah.
they're letting these kids play these games, and it's weird that they're they can't come and sit with me in a classroom, but
Right.
they can go sweat on each other out on a football field,
So what?
sit on each other's heads.
If you had your druthers, I don't want to get too political about this, but would you have everybody just stay at home and not do the sports, or everybody in the classroom and
I want everybody to be safe.
But
and
the
I
kids
don't.
generally are though. The
I
kids
don't.
aren't getting sick from
I
this.
don't know what the answer
Hey,
is.
fellas, we do have a special guest joining us.
Oh,
I want
yeah.
to bring him into to the animal talk.
Saved
All
by
right,
the
so
bell,
say hi.
Jamie.
Yeah. So joining us, today we have. I'm going to say this wrong. I might have said it right earlier. I'm not sure, but Devin Michael San Giovanni. Yes. Maybe. All right. San Giovanni, he's a children's songwriter. He studied with a piano prodigy just outside of New York City for 9 years, and his life was changed forever. Forever. When he was blessed with a tiny furball kitten who became the inspiration for a series of books. Publishing them now and sharing these stories, and we wanted to get the story behind these stories. So, Devin Michael, welcome to Animal Talk.
Thank you for having me. This is such a pleasure.
And
Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you. So,
We
Devin,
gotcha.
thanks for being here. And we wanted to start out and kind of just ask you, Devin, tell me about your childhood.
I was a lucky little guy.
Yeah,
I was lucky. I was blessed with a family who loved me. Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Parents,
Probably
brother,
the-
sister. It's a fantastic family.
All right, so you got this furball kitten that came into your life now and inspired these stories. Did you have any pets as a kid growing up?
Believe it or not, I had one. His name was Mupsy. As a matter of fact, he was a Keeshhound.
And that was, I was going to say, how do you pronounce that? It's like Mupsy, because I'm like, okay, not your name is challenging, San Giovanni. And I'm after looking at him, like, San Giovanni, that's not that tough.
Actually, Keyshound is kind of a tough one too. It's tough to spell. It's tough to say correctly, and I never say it correctly.
Yeah. And then, but Mupsy, I'm like, oh my God, the name of this book series. So Mupsy. So the Mupsy series, is all inspired by this little fur ball of a kitten that came into your life. How did the kitten come into your life?
Yeah, believe it or not, that's a true story. What happened was I was looking all over the country for a female seal point, and I literally called all over the country. And I wanted a fur ball. A friend of mine, she had them, and they were so cute, and they would let me feed them, the pounds. I was on the floor, they'd all by me, but when I went to pick them up, they would scatter. So I said, I need my own. and I got so lucky. And I did call all over the country for a female seal point. I couldn't find one. And then someone up in New York State said they had females. And in the morning, they called me back and said they were males. And I said, I'm coming anyway.
Nice.
So, no, the thing is, when you're getting a cat, I'll say it all the time. People say, no, there's no, because we had, Jackson Galaxy Jackson, that cat on. And I'm like, so boy cats seem to have a better temperament. And he's like, no. And I'm like,
but,
for a cat guy, how many cats have you met? Because every boy cat I meet is cool. And nearly every girl cat I meet is just, very, I don't know. So I don't wow why I went off on the Galaxy there, but so this Mupsy's a little boy.
Oh yes, he is.
All right, cantankerous little.
We've interviewed a lot of authors.
Yes,
a lot of authors, and it's kind of the formula, right? Where it's like this pet entered my life, and it changed my life so much I had to write a book about it.
Who adopted who?
Yeah. It's that
who rescued who?
Isn't that the story of what pets do to you? You get a dog or a cat, and you don't think a whole lot of it maybe in the beginning, and then it's like, what would I do without this?
Mm-hmm.
Without this this fur ball, right?
Yeah.
And how old's your cat now?
He's about 8 or 9.
Okay.
8 or 9. So this happened.
He's still a big baby.
Yeah. So how did bringing is the cat Mupsy or?
Yeah, Mups. Yeah.
Okay, Mups. So Mups.
and me.
So Mups, how did Mups impact your life?
It just completely changed my life. I was a crazy person, always running, neurotic. Let me tell you something. This cat came into my life, and the reason I remember when I walked into that girl's house one night, she had 5 of them, and they were in the dining room, and they were just aloof, like they're just really calm, very Asian, calm, like Buddha. And I said, I need one of these, and sure enough, it was exactly the feeling that I got the minute I had him. It was like, wow. He just purred, just purr.
Oh yeah,
big fur ball.
Love it. All right, so tell us a little bit about the series of the Mupsy stories. Right, the one out right now is "He Loves Me, He Truly Loves Me." It's the story of Mupsy and me and how we came to be.
Yes. So I'm a born lyricist, as you can see.
Yeah,
It comes out, everything rhymes. That's the way it happens. And one day. I called all over the country looking for a female, and everyone, and no matter where I called, I couldn't find a female seal point. And this one gentleman up in New York State said, yes, we have females. And I said, okay, I'm coming tomorrow. And in the morning, he called me and said, they're males. And I said, I'm coming anyway. And he did have females, but they were torties. And I don't know if you looked at the book, but or if you know what a tortie is. A tortie. See, these are the pictures that said he was born.
Torties are delicious. Oh, that's okay. Okay. All right, yeah.
I have a tortie. Oh, come on, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
great.
beautiful.
Honey pot?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
They are, but I wanted a seal point.
Mhm.
So, he did me the 2 kittens, and I had the girls in my hands, and like nothing, they're beautiful, but that wasn't what I was looking for. And that was when I turned, and I don't want to give away the whole story, but that was when I turned and I saw him sitting there.
Aw.
and that was it. Forget it. It was love at first sight.
Is that a
You know, the minute I
portrait?
saw him, I was like, oh,
Now, is that a portrait
yeah,
of
what?
Mupsy behind you there?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, that's great.
And I have other ones too. I have portraits of the basket of kittens, and I have pictures of. There's one behind there too of when it said one by one the people would come and pick up the little girl kittens,
Oh.
and he would be left behind. That's this one. Sad, so sad,
Oh.
right? But doesn't anybody want a boy kitten? He would sob, and then one by one the people would come and pick up the little girl kittens, and he would be left behind. Sad, so sad. That's when he ended up like this. Poor
Oh.
guy.
So that's one of the illustrations behind you, and so who does? That's always I always find it fascinating when you have a children's book and the story behind the illustrations, and just pairing a writer in a story with an illustrator. So how did you find your illustrator, and who illustrated the book?
I love the illustrations. I really do.
Aren't they amazing? They really are amazing. And that's a friend of mine. It's so funny because she always said she was an artist. And, everybody says they're an artist. We all have regular jobs. Like I'm a writer. She's an artist. Other people do what they do. They just end up working and not really using their talent. So one day I was looking, I don't know, we were out to lunch and I was looking across the table and I looked at her. For some reason, a thought just went through my head. Like, I swear, I said, hold on. I said, I don't know why, but I have a funny feeling she can catch him, like his expressions and everything. And I handed her a picture, and sure enough, hold on, is there some? Hang on. No, I don't see you anymore. I only see me.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
okay,
it. You're the
'cause I was
star
looking-
right now, man. That's it.
No, all right.
Don't get shy. Don't get
Don't
shy.
be shy.
I know-
It's time for your close-ups, Mr. DeVille.
I remember taking one look at her and saying to myself, I swear, I don't know why, but I feel like she can catch him. So I gave her a picture that week, and the following week she came back with the illustration. And if I tell you, everybody gasped. They were like, "Oh my god!" Look at this face. She caught it exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the picture, exactly. That's exactly what he looks like, and it was so funny because from there we took like a year or two to do the illustrations, because I brought him there, and they didn't know that he was in the bag. He was in a backpack, and I always brought a backpack because I brought 100 baby pictures with me. I put him on the desk in front of her, and she was talking to our other friend, and then I unzipped it, and he kind of poked his head out of the bag, went like this, and they both turned around and screamed.
It's like just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, believe it or not, he sat up for an hour posing like this. I don't know if anybody knows anything about astrology, but he's a Leo.
Oh.
What about him?
So wait, there are 3 books in the series. Now, one thing I often wonder with creative types is how do you know when to stop a series? How do you know when the series ends? I mean, for instance, like the last Star Wars. I mean, Anakin goes to the eye doctor was not very entertaining. So, how do you know when enough is enough and when you've overstepped that? I mean, when are you going to be done with the books?
I'm signed on for the second book, and I already know it's interesting because I know exactly what the series is going to entail. The second book is called "I Love Him, I Truly Love Him," and that comes from, I don't know if you saw the back photo, but the back photo of the book is, this was our ride home, coming soon, the ride home, and that's all the love in the car on the way. But the second book, we get home, and he sees, because during the whole book, he thought no one was going to love him. And then all of a sudden, like when we saw each other, that was it, love at first sight. And I had bought him, before he even got there, I bought him a condo, I bought him a new bath, a kitty litter, a cubby. I mean, he had everything his imagination. So that's going to be the second book. I love him. It's like he didn't know anything to love him, and then, man, I didn't know I was going to love him that much. Really, like that was a surprise. And then he has a godmother. The very interesting thing about him is his birthday is August 15th, and if you look in, I don't know, did they send you a copy of the book?
No.
I don't know if they did.
No, I didn't get one. No.
Did they say? All right. So anyway, this, if you look at this calendar, it's circled. If you can see that part, it says it's August the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
That's his birthday, and I didn't pick him up until December. So there's a lot of little, very distinct things that she and I, that I had her illustrate, because he was on August 15th. For a whole year before he came, I was telling this woman where I worked that I was going to get a female seal point, and I'm in the restaurant business. So every Friday she'd come in, and it was going to be a girl, and call him, her name was going to be Precious, and she said every Friday she'd come and say, "Did you get Precious yet? Did you get Precious yet?" And every Friday I'd be like, "I don't know, I keep calling, I can't." So she said, "Well, can I be her godmother?" And I said, "Sure," because she owned an antique jewelry store, and she says, "Oh, and I'll get her the chokers and all the jewelry." I said, "No problem." Well, when I finally got him, it wasn't until December, and I went to the jewelry store, and I had him under my coat, and she said, I walked up to the counter, and I had him plopped on the counter, and she said, "Did you get Precious yet?" And I went like this. I opened my coat, and he was like this. He was looking all around. She literally had tears in her eyes. She had tears in her eyes.
See, now I did something similar. I walked into a restaurant and I opened up my coat.
Yeah.
And I got a totally different reaction. They were not.
Well, Jamie,
They
you
were
got to wear
please.
something under the coat.
Or have a big cat that would distract them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
yeah.
your kitty cat.
Oh, my goodness.
Devin, we're a little bit out of our minds over here. Don't pay no mind. Pay no mind to the man behind the curtain. So
I guess the last book will be, "It was a good run, Mupsy." Yeah.
So anyway, we went down all the drink at the bar in the hotel, and he sat on my lap for the whole 4 hours, never made a whimper.
Oh,
And she turned around at one point and said, "So when's his birthday, Devin?" And I said, "August 15th. She said, "That's my birthday."
oh.
So that's the third book. It's called "She Loves Me, She Truly Loves Me."
Love it.
And that's going to be all about his godmother. We have a party. Literally, we have a big party with 30 people, serves, fine dining. We have a birthday party every year. It's like a national
Are the balloons in the back
So,
left over from the
actually,
birthday party?
illustrator came with me to the birthday.
Who came to the birthday party?
Yeah, the balloons. They really are. That was so obvious. You read this. What?
That's some crazy Mylar you got going on back there, buddy. I love it.
That is.
That's from August?
Yeah.
August was only
You gotta
last
tell
month.
you gotta tell me who your balloonist is.
Oh yeah, they're still flying.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, so Devin, where can people find the books?
Party box.
Where can people find out about you and find the
website,
books?
Go ahead.
Yeah, mupsy.com is the website. You can get the book there. Probably by the end of the week, I'll have some merchandise because I want to do T-shirts.
And
with all these illustrations, I want to do T-shirts and
Mupsy is
T-shirts and
M.
little. I have to get the Mupsy down.
Yeah, Mupsy is MUPISE. Perfect.
All right, mupsy.com and probably all the things. In the website, they can find all about you there as well.
Yes.
Okay, good.
That's all on. That's all in the works right now because everything started to happen so quickly.
Yeah.
I have a fantastic publicist.
Awesome. Well, it's I'm glad we were able to find some time to connect. I love hearing people's stories and then sharing stories. So
Mupsy versus Godzilla.
I see it coming.
Yeah.
I see it coming. All right, Devin, you check in anytime, man. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for being with us.
I will. I'm going to watch your show from now on.
Yay!
Thank you.
It's all about the love.
All right, right on. All right, take care. We be well.
Thank you for having me.
All right. There we are. Oh
He's
man.
a good sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a wonderful gentleman. You know, you get a cat. You it's like life imitating art.
But everybody feels that way when they get a pet. They feel like, man, this thing changed my life. And we're not all writers though. We can't all write a book
Right.
about
Or
it. But I mean,
artists.
how many authors have we seriously interviewed where that was their thing? It's like, well, I'm a writer and I got this dog or got this
Right.
cat, got this
Yeah.
guinea pig, and
Yeah.
then it's like I had no idea the effect it would have on
It's
my
gonna
life.
change.
Yeah.
Change
Changes
my
their life tremendously. I love it.
That's the rule rather than the exception.
life. For sure.
Sure.
I didn't do all of my homework.
Oh yeah.
I did, but I didn't share my homework with everyone.
Yeah.
the way I was supposed to, not in a good way, because I'm not sharing my homework in a bad way like Sam used to do when she was my student.
I wouldn't cheat.
No, Sam was one of the good ones. And that's why she's still here. Because she's a
Oh,
very
but I think I let people cheat off me because I was nice. That's
ethical,
how nice I was.
hardworking.
Bet you could tell.
What are we doing right now? What's the setup for?
Yeah, I'm just as curious
I
as you
should
are.
have been doing this earlier, but I'm like walking and
I'm still thinking of
No,
Mupsy
let's-
titles.
Yeah.
Like Mupsy has poor customer service at Long John Silver. Something like that. You know? There's a catchy title, right?
Mupsy.
But fish are still
Mupsy
involved, so
Fi-
Mupsy's
fish
happy.
are involved.
So Mupsy's happy.
Exactly. No, you're already catching on to the
I am.
See how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, you people are just wrong. Okay. Nope, that's funny for later. Oh, that's I got funny for later.
Oh, do we?
Like, really
it's
funny?
funny. No. You've met me. All right, well, here we go. Getting back to work. Here comes a question for you, Brian. Getting to work. I know my dog, and I know his limitations. He will mess in the house and trash something if I leave him in there. With a commute and 8 hours of work, a crate seems like too long. How do I know if a pet sitter or a boarding facility would be a better bet for my dog?
Well, generally speaking, it's all about if you have a good pet sitter.
Yeah.
That's the ideal situation: is have the dog or the cat in the home and
Right.
somebody coming in to visit. Keeps the schedule going, and someone you can trust.
Yeah.
You're reading my mind, man.
I want a Itzler.
But
It was 8 hours. Was that correct, Jamie?
Well, yeah, and then a commute. So 8 hours plus with a commute.
Yeah.
So
Oh man.
see, if you were to think about
9
a
to
kennel,
5, it's 8 hours.
a kennel, now you have another trip to the kennel, then
Yeah.
or a boarding facility, or
Yeah.
so if you could, you know what, you should poll some of the veterinarians in the area and say, hey, do you know of a good pet sitter? You know why you ask a veterinarian, Jamie?
You walk in.
Because they know
You
better.
open your
They know
coat?
more than I do.
Don't open your coat, Jamie. No, because they talk to a lot of people who won't have pets who will give them feedback on pet services. So ask a vet.
Some vets do daycare too.
Yeah.
Some vets have some built-in doggy daycare. They've expanded. They're trying to figure ways to expand their businesses.
And that's a good bet too. If
A good
something
reference.
happens, if something happens to the pet, they're right there at the vet.
Or
end.
they're in a shared space. There's a vet on this end and a
Yeah.
pet sitting on the other end.
Even groomers, they'll partner with the vet itself. There's a few vets in our area that actually do that. They'll partner up with a groomer at the same time.
And if it was a vet boarding facility taxidermist kind of a little strip mall.
Oh, good God!
I mean,
Beginning
soup to
to
nuts
end.
right there. Soup to nuts.
You just there's nothing.
That's a package deal right there.
Yeah.
there's
Jeez, man.
nothing right about you whatsoever.
Well, good news, bad news, Mr. Jones.
It'll only require occasional dusting. So, Samantha, what is the scariest situation you've ever been in? Like, what is the scariest?
It happened about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Just before she threw something at me. That was the scariest
Yeah.
one.
So, no, what's the most frightening situation you've been
Well,
in?
one time I was kidnapped.
Were you really?
No.
Oh, good play. Whoa. Wow, today it was me.
Wow.
Because normally you fall for those.
Wow. I almost came over there and gave you a hug.
I almost
Wow.
gave,
No,
I
I'm
almost
just
gave her this
kidding.
thing like, this is not the show for that.
Right?
No,
This is
stop.
so how much money did they get for? All right, here you go. We'll get back to that. So if you were going to kidnap Sam, how much would you ask for? Everybody write down a number.
One Blink 82. One Blink 182 picture. That's all it takes.
Oh,
man.
that's the new game. How
And a
much would
box of-
Sam's ransom
A box
be?
of Raisinets.
So no, I was in a near tornado once. It was like such a wind. The tornadoes were nearby.
Here?
Yeah, it was. And they roared through the neighborhood, and it was unsettling.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was downright frightening. I mean, I've been through blizzards, but a blizzard isn't.
It's
You know,
not
if you're out
wind.
driving, it's
Yeah.
difficult. It's challenging. You get your butt home. But the tornado that was just, the Mother Nature. Don't mess around with that lady.
I don't understand
I'm
why
telling
people
you.
live in the Gulf. I really don't.
Like
So-
hurricanes.
Well,
and
I just
stuff.
bought a
yeah, you
house
know.
in the Keys.
Yeah.
You did?
Dummy
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, genius over here. And actually, so that, but right now in California, what's going on in California?
fires.
There's like crazy.
They're burning
wildfires
sage is
going
what they're
on. They're
doing.
burning sage. They
My
are really
uncle-
burning sage.
My uncle lives in like the Oakland area, kind of outside of San Francisco. He has like ash on his car and everything. Like
That's crazy.
it's bad, yeah.
Right?
And, like the sky there is like super orange. People are taking all those pictures, and everything's like so orange. There's pictures of people like turning on their house lights and then coming outside and taking
Right.
a picture of like showing like how bright the lights are compared to like and how blue they are compared to like the sky and how it's so orange. It's crazy. It's really scary.
So, Brian, let me ask you a question. Folks that are in California potentially, and they have pets, and the wildfires are going on, how do you just keep your pet inside? What do you do with your pets in that type of a situation?
Yeah, don't leave them out of your sight. Don't let them out of your sight.
Yeah.
Because a dog that typically goes outside and is okay and doesn't get into trouble, comes back in. Imagine a dog goes outside. There's like this I don't know. I guess you'd call it this prehistoric instinct for animals to just freak the hell out when
Yeah.
fire storms. When they smell that, it could be overwhelming for the
It's
pet.
inspirational. They should use it in the Olympics. Sorry. That's Richard Pryor. Anyway,
Yes, it is.
all right, go ahead.
No,
it's
that's all I had. Over.
But there was a way
ask me-
to
you didn't ask
bring
me-
it down. Way to
You
bring
didn't
it
ask me
down.
about my scariest.
Oh, all right. So yeah, we got to find it. So what was have you ever been like in harm's way?
99 out of the 100 scariest times of my life I caused.
I'm not surprised.
Waking up
Really
with a crossbow pointed at
Yeah,
you.
yeah. But I will tell you something that is really kind of has a romantic twist to it.
Okay, harm's way when you didn't
Yes. Yeah.
instigate
The time I didn't instigate
and
it.
invite them for a weekend. Of that.
Lauren and I
Yeah.
were in Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
and a monsoon came in.
Ooh.
We were in the hot tub of the place we were staying.
During the monsoon.
Or
Everybody-
the heavy stuff not coming down for a while.
Yeah. Everybody was running away. The tables and chairs and umbrellas were flying
You
all
guys-
over the place.
We're from Michigan. We can
And
take it.
you could see this thing rolling in. And then it started to hail.
Oh.
And we stayed in the hot tub.
Did you get under the water?
Well, I let her get under the water, and I was kind of like, ow, 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 all these hailstones hitting me. But it was early in our relationship, too early for me to say, I'm scared shitless, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
So
I'm a man.
I had to protect her from the hail. And so it's romantic,
Yes.
but it was scary to see a monsoon actually come in over the desert and almost kill us.
So you had welts on your back and protecting.
Yeah, it was awful. It was terrible, but it was romantic too. So it was-
See,
So-
peanuts are worth it. Though.
okay, let's go over the other 99.
Yes.
This is some good stuff.
All right.
And
We're gonna be
most
here
of
for
them,
a while.
Ethan and Mike were there.
Yeah,
and then we had got our crossbows out, and then
Yeah.
that's kind of how it goes. Matt, what about you? Did you say the scariest thing you've been involved in?
No, I haven't, but I will share that I have been two things. One, robbed at gunpoint,
Ooh,
Wow.
Matt!
and also robbed by bomb threat.
ooh, okay.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you've worked in the banking industry.
Correct. So unfortunately, things do happen. and
Right.
I will never
I've
work at a
survived
bank.
both of them. The first one was
Wow.
actually when I worked at a pizza establishment here in the Detroit area.
Okay, so while you were working.
While I was
How
working.
old were
yes.
you?
Yeah, I got robbed.
First time I was
Pizza.
22.
I would have killed. I would have cried.
The second time I was in my late 30s.
Oh my
so
God.
bomb threat, and you just got to keep a cool head.
Yeah.
How do you do like the bomb threat thing? Because they don't have any weapons in front of you. So
Oh,
do you
they show you something, you take it for real, especially when you're federally regulated. Just give him what he wants, get him out. Don't be a hero.
Oh, okay. So, he had like a device.
Oh yes,
Oh my god.
it
Wow.
was. Yeah.
A well-written note.
So you asked the question.
Power of
I-
the pen.
I answered it.
Ben, I don't think that's what it means.
No, that's
No,
different.
it's not. But he was really well dressed. He looked like Indiana Jones. Really nice fedora, nice
That's it.
jacket. Yeah.
Did he open his coat?
He kind of did to show me the device.
See?
In
The
quotations.
device.
See now the device side. Never mind. All right. So, but I was leading towards natural disasters. That's crazy business. Getting robbed.
Yeah, one time I was in an earthquake.
Okay.
Were you really?
It was like about a week and a half ago here in Michigan. Nobody felt it.
just
They
took up
showed the
the-
Michigan earthquake and one of those white plastic lawn chairs knocked over.
I could have gone to earthquake, but I went robbery instead.
Yeah.
So.
Dozens
in
of
an
dollars
earthquake
worth of
too?
damage.
Dozens.
Guys, I haven't done anything. I think the scariest thing was just my nights at Family Video when I was there alone. I was afraid somebody was going to come in there and like.
That was pretty scary.
What are you
I
doing
was
with your
scared
life,
for
Sam?
you.
Yeah, I did like working there though. No, there was this one time I had to call the police while I was there because there was a
Creepy.
car still there.
Yeah.
Like even after we closed, and they tell us not to leave if
Yeah.
there's still a car there because we have money and we have to go to
That's
the
what the police are there for. Well, that
depository.
and,
But that was your
to
own
shoot.
Took
car,
them like
though.
20 minutes to get there.
was
No, it
your
wasn't
car.
my car.
It was your own car.
It
What
was
are you
a different car.
It was, and then I realized it was my car, and I'd hit the auto start to warm it up. I was like, I don't normally park over there, so
Yeah.
I was confused.
I didn't know
She's
who
hiding
it
behind the
was.
clearance rack of hippie long stocking videos.
Yeah, we did have those. No, I was I turned off the lights
It
and I
wasn't
was
that
like
rack.
hiding until they got there. It took them like 20 or 25 minutes to get there. Like, police, what the heck? And then there was nobody in the car. So then they were like, okay, I think you can leave. So then I left. And as they were getting back in the car and I was getting in the car, some dude comes out from behind that building. And I was like, never again. Yeah.
And thus the why you quit.
They're the
Well, they also
that is
closed.
not the return slot, Mister, and that is not how it works.
Ouch. Ouch.
So, but the AVMA had sent out talking about the wildfires, and that's what I told you that story to tell you this story.
Thank you.
Trying to circle this wagon. A little bit. But no, the AVMA sent out some ideas about, it would like the wildfire or, emergency, it's hurricanes, blizzards, just all the tornadoes, the things that we face, but especially with the wildfires right now, you should have an emergency kit and you should have a plan ready. But dealing with your dog or your pets, things to look out for if your animal's experiencing any of these signs. Consult your veterinarian right away. So if they're coughing or gagging, right? If you notice a difficulty in breathing, including open mouth breathing with increased noise, right? So if they don't normally breathe through their mouth, because Percy, my cat, he'll
What
breathe
about
through his
Sam?
mouth
She's
every
a
once in
mouth
a while.
breather.
She's a little bit of a mouth breather.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
But if they're doing it, there's a little extra noise.
Oh my
there.
God, I am.
So that's the thing. So if their eyes are watering more than normal, they might be succumbing to the smoke, even if you're keeping them inside, because you should, like you said earlier, keep them inside. Any kind of inflammation of the throat or mouth, any discharge from the nose or mouth, if they show asthma-like symptoms, if they see them just stumbling or disoriented,
That's especially true for the brachiocephalic dogs, the dogs with the smashed in noses.
Oh yeah.
Pugs and
Pugs, boxers, Boston Terriers.
And
yeah.
a reduced appetite or reduced thirst is a sign that the ash or the smoke is bugging them. So you should, get them to the vet. So keep the pets inside as much as possible, windows shut. Birds are particularly susceptible. So if you have birds, you may want to get your birds out of the area.
And people
and don't
forget
take your
about
birds outside.
People
Yeah.
forget about birds. They think dogs, cats, whatever, but they
Yeah.
forget about the birds,
Oh.
the cockatiels that they may have in the house.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, be careful. Be careful with your birds. That's not my bird. I didn't do that as good that time.
I want my bird.
That's not my bird.
Yeah.
I want my bird.
So
Yeah.
avoid intense outdoor exercise, right? So you don't want to run them, and outside, just brief potty breaks. And if there's any kind of air quality alerts, get them right back inside. But some good things to have. The AVMA suggests if you're planning for a disaster, you should have a disaster kit. You usually have you're the head of your household when Lauren's out, and but you should have a plan. I mean, family.
I have a bug out bag.
That's it.
I do.
That's it. Okay,
It's like-
Dexter.
it has like duct tape.
No, that's a murder kit.
Oh yeah.
That's different.
Man, I get them mixed up.
Grab that bag. No, not that one.
Not that one, the other one.
A couple granola bars. It'll get me through about a 15-minute traffic jam. My
That's it. and a really strong cup of coffee, and then you're in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa! Now I'm stuck in traffic. But you should have for a kit for your pet, like 3 to 7 days. Like especially if you live like in Hurricane Row, or if you're in this fire thing where you're going to have to be out of your home, and you're a place where you have to bug out frequently. So have a kit of food for anywhere from 3 to 7 days. And if it's wet food, make sure it's pull top so you're not struggling and trying to find an opener.
Wait, hold on. You know what I did? When I had a dog and I had a bug out bag. Now, bug out bag is not always for emergency.
Sure.
You might decide to go camping or do something for the weekend.
Yeah.
I got the sample packs of the food that I fed my dog because, they're individually packed and, it's about,
Perfect.
one meal, half a meal. So, I was at PetSmart or one of these places and I said, hey, can I grab a bunch of those? And, they said, yeah, take as many as you want. Yeah. And I put those in the bug out bag because like, hey, if I want to take the dog up to the lake house.
Yep, you're good to go.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about anything.
So, water, for if it's a situation where you're not just bugging out to go camping, but if you're like, sequestered someplace. And then the dishes. People do that and then they forget to take a dish to be able to feed them with.
They have those collapsible water bowls, for dogs that fit nicely in a pack.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you have to make room for the ammunition for your 9mm semi-automatic handgun.
It could be the end of the world. You just
Could be the
never
end of the
know.
world, yeah.
You know?
So it's good to have a plan. And everybody who's in California, it's crazy town in Cali right now. I mean,
Yeah.
2020,
It was
it's-
crazy town before the fires.
Yes.
But now they have a good excuse.
Yeah, it's even crazier town. So, careful with that. So, be prepared. Be a good Boy Scout. Be a good Girl Scout, and be prepared. Samantha,
Yes.
are you ready?
No.
Fact or fiction? You decide. All right, fact or fiction? Fact or fiction? Samantha, do you know how this works?
No. Yes, I do.
But thanks for playing along. There are 3 facts. 2 of them are true. 1 is absolutely false. Just like magic. Do you see where that finger goes?
No.
It's there.
Don't smell it.
All right, 3 facts. 2 are true. One is absolutely false. Created by me earlier when I should have been putting out forest fires.
Smart.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right. So
Thank you, Smokey.
Yeah.
only you can prevent forest
fires.
All right, 3 facts. 2 are true. 1's false. You have to suss out the fake fact. Brian, did you get those out of your email?
Yep, I have them.
All right, Matthew, did you find
get
those?
those?
You know, I'm looking at them and I'm really confused.
Okay,
So.
and 2 are true, ripped
Wait,
from
did
the
I get one?
headlines. No, I did not send it to you
Can
this
I
time
analyze?
because you overanalyze with that, and it distracts you from the purpose and point of the game, which is your torment. Now I lost mine. All right, Matt, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. All right. So headline number 1, Sam.
Okay.
Rare green flamingos getting greener because of more algae available during COVID.
My God, that's such a mouthful.
Yeah. All right, number 2, rare blue lobster discovered at Red Lobster is granted a reprieve from the pot and sent to a zoo.
And number 3,
Blue lobster.
rare pink dolphins found under Jamie's overcoat. Oh, no.
You read that wrong.
Yeah, sorry. Rare pink dolphins returned to Hong Kong thanks to coronavirus lockdown.
There you go. All right, we're going to headline number 1.
Number 1, rare green flamingos getting greener because of more algae available during COVID.
Rare blue lobster discovered at Red Lobster is granted a reprieve from the pot and sent to a zoo.
And rare pink dolphins returned to Hong Kong thanks to coronavirus lockdown.
I'm so smug and proud of myself.
Yeah.
It's like,
You
Okay.
should be because, I'm confused.
What the fuck? Okay.
on all our
There it
shows, the only one we ever swear on is this one when Sam's here.
Wait, because it's me? Because it's me who swears?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You can
It's all
bleep
right.
it out,
You're young
right?
and sassy. Yeah, we just hit the dump button.
It's all good.
All right. So that's a thing in radio. There's a dump
Please.
button. It's like a 6-second delay. and
Oh, really?
It jumps back. So anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Or it jumps ahead a
Yeah.
couple of seconds. Anyhow, Samantha, which is the
lobster.
The lobster
Yeah.
is the fake fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Better start mixing two
The flamingos!
Oh, you're getting a cavity in your brain.
Damn it!
Yeah, it's
Hold your calls, America. We have a winner.
yeah, it was the
Wait, can we do the dump button and then
Hold your calls, America. We have a winner.
hey, back in time there. Samantha got that right.
I got that right. Whoa!
Amazing.
Whoa, I didn't say lobster. I said flamingo.
So why are flamingos pink?
I forgot.
Yeah.
It's because of the
Do you know?
brine that they
Yeah,
eat.
because of
Yeah.
the little shrimp
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the brine they eat, and it turns
Yeah,
them
why
pink.
would they be green?
Well, they eat algae, and so I made that up. I don't know. I was like, okay, but there were two headlines that started rare this. Those
Jamie, you are getting better at this. Like you're
Yeah.
getting pretty good.
yeah. So
was there any grammatical errors?
I think all three headlines started with the word rare.
rare this, rare that, and there were two headlines that started with a rare
I'm
colored
not going
thing.
to tell you my secrets anymore of how I figure
Okay.
this out.
So rare blue lobster discovered at Red Lobster is granted a reprieve
What do you mean
from
you
the
didn't
pot.
figure it out?
You have yet to figure it
You have
out.
no
Yeah.
secrets.
No, I
Yeah.
just did that one.
Yeah,
Remember?
she got that one. So the blue lobster is very, very rare, and it was saved from being boiled. It was saved.
I feel like Red Lobster wouldn't save a lobster. That's why I didn't believe it.
The rescue came when an employee at Red Lobster Restaurant in Cuyahoga Falls. Do you know where that is?
Yes, Ohio.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Well
I went to
done.
go see Blink
That's,
there.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I took classes at Cuyahoga Community College.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
lit.
So yeah. So
All the
no, because it was
Small thing.
it was a teacher thing. It was like, so you want to be a rock and roll teacher, and it was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
But you got credits through Cuyahoga Community College, and we did one day at the community college and then like 4 days
Oh,
in
that's
the
cool.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. More like we slept through most of the thing, and Pat and I just drank our way through Cleveland.
Oh,
It was
Tool.
crazy.
God love the Tool.
Oh my God, I could tell you those stories. But anyway, it was in the Red Lobster in Cuyahoga Falls. Notice the creature, rare color, when unloading at delivery. Staff named the lobster Claude
Wow. So
after the restaurant
original.
chain's main mascot and contacted a conservationist at the Monterey Bay Museum. The aquarium contacted the Akron Zoo, who partners with Red Lobster statewide in a conservation program called Seafood Watch. Our animal care staff was quick to spring into action to prepare a new home for him. The blue American lobster is very, very rare, added the zoo, and Claude is among 2 million lobsters who have this unusual color. So, so Claude is living at the Akron Zoo. And, so they do that. If they see something that's rare, they call. They're like, hey, should we eat this?
I'm kind of thinking that some news crew went out there and an employee came out and said, "Yeah, we just wanted to do the right thing. Now, if you excuse me, I got to go back and boil these other ones while they're still alive."
Who's hungry?
I want seafood.
But there are rare pink dolphins returning thanks to the coronavirus lockdown. Scientists say the mammals have adapted more rapidly than expected because of the quiet seas, and it's offering a glimmer of hope because these pink dolphins were becoming extinct.
How many stories have you read or heard about how nature comes back just after a couple of months of people not doing what they do?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, velociraptors back in Wyoming due to the lockdown.
Yeah. So if you Google rare pink dolphins, it looks like I opened my coat. It really
almost
does. They're pretty. They're pretty. Yeah, they're pretty.
They're pretty.
Wrong. They're pretty wrong.
Pretty
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. But I did get the idea for the
Well,
flamingo
now I have to see
story.
the picture.
If you Google pink dolphins,
No, the dolphins.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Just don't add the word.
my Google just came up on my phone.
Don't
Oh no!
don't add the word vibrate to it. Trust me. So all right.
Or Jamie, for that matter.
Right?
Oh my gosh. Oh, that took forever.
That was fun though.
It was?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll take your word for it.
I enjoyed it.
Yay. I only got one.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, 2. or nothing?
So I only got one.
It's time for
You only
the
need
bad animal joke of
Why
the
is
week.
it that bad?
No.
Is it good?
All right, here we go. Bad animal joke of the week. My wife rang me at the pub and said, if you're not home in 10 minutes, I'm giving the dinner I cooked you to the dog. I was home in 5. I wouldn't want anything to happen to my dog.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Though that's...
Wait, the dinner she
so
cooked
you're
or
at the
you
bar, and the wife cooked the meal at home, and you're not coming home from the bar. She said, if you don't come home from the bar, I'm giving your food to the dog.
Oh,
So you
okay.
rush home to save the dog.
From her
eating
Because
cooking.
your wife is
There
not a
you
good
go.
cook.
Oh, ha ha.
It's less funny when you explain it.
Yeah.
It
I
was,
mean-
it was pretty not funny to start with.
That's why it's called the bad animal
Bad
joke of
animal
the week.
Have we talked about that British couple that they do these YouTube videos? She's dumb as a box of rocks, and he'll
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and he'll just pose questions to her like,
Oh, yeah.
like,
It's
huh?
so staged.
You think it is?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
They
Really?
might have done one. There might have been
Yeah.
one where he like tricked her on something, and then the rest of
The
them
pizza
they're
one
total
is
staged.
hilarious. Where he says, if you got a pizza, would you have it cut into 8 or 12 slices? And she said, well, 8? I can't eat 12 slices.
I so remember that. It took so long
Yeah.
for her to understand.
But it's a medium 12-inch pizza. 8 or 12. Well,
Yeah.
what do you do? Just be more slices.
Brad,
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
some of
God.
there's some that I just really. All right, so that's going to do it. That's about enough. Sam, how do people find out about us? And
Oh, yeah. We have our website, animaltalkradio.com. That is our website where you can see all the website things. And then our social media pages at Animal Talk Radio on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Merch sites, wearingfunny.com.
It is.
.com. And then YouTube, Animal Talk TV.
there you go. Fair enough. You got that. You got that right. Boom. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So thank you to our guest today, Devin Michael Sangiovanni, with his book, He Loves Me. He Truly Loves Me. The story
What
of
was the
Mupsy and
cat-
me
Mupsy.
and how
Mupsy.
it came
Mupsy.
to be. I'm still reading the title, Sam.
Sorry.
Let the
I'm-
boy finish the title. But he loves me. He truly, truly loves me. The story of Mupsy and me and how we came to be. You find it at fine booksellers everywhere and mupsymupsy.com.
Mupsy
Mupsy.
tries Salisbury steak for the first time.
And that's
Get your-
Mupsy, Mupsie.
There you go. Fair play. All right, we're out of here. Till next time, please have an exotic week.
Then kiss your wild thing for me.